As Joseline Hernandez paced back and forth in her opulent but empty mansion, the city's bright lights flickered, casting an eerie glow on the skyline. Her life seemed to be going smoothly just a few days prior, with a career, a daughter, and a man who had supported her through thick and thin. The high-end furniture and artwork that adorned the walls of her living room were testaments to her success. But tonight, nothing could console her. Her mind was racing with a million thoughts, each one more sinister than the last, and the news she had just received had completely upended her world. Always there to support her endeavors, including creating music together, and even posting tidbits of their private lives on social media. Despite their love for one another, their relationship was far from ideal. There were reports of friction and uncertainties about their relationship, but nothing could have prepared her for the heartbreaking news that suddenly hit her like a ton of bricks. Late one night, Joseline was doing something she had done countless times before, scrolling through her phone, when a text message appeared that completely stopped her cold. It wasn't from Ballistic, a friend, or even an anonymous source. It was just the heartbreaking truth about Ballistic. A younger girlfriend was expecting a child. No matter how many times she read the words, her hands trembled as if she could somehow will the message to vanish. However, the harsh reality remained the same. Her man had gotten another woman pregnant, someone younger, someone she didn't even know existed. And the mere thought of it sent her into a tailspin. The idea that he had concealed this from her, the lies that had grown between them, was what made the betrayal feel like a kick to the gut. It wasn't just about the other woman, since honesty, loyalty, and respect were values that Joseline had always held dear. This was a transgression of all three. The news destroyed her perception of their relationship. The night was quiet except for the frantic sound of her own breathing, and she could feel the anger building inside her chest, a fury she hadn't felt in a long time. Her mind was racing with images of confrontation, of words she would throw at him, of the chaos she would unleash, and of making him pay. The betrayal wasn't just about a child. It was about her pride, her trust, and her heart. As the hours went by, her rage only grew, and her social media posts were filled with cryptic messages that practically shouted of them. The storm within her was raging. Joseline was struggling, no longer in control of her emotions because the betrayal had sparked something primal and raw inside her. She had always been outspoken and unafraid to voice her opinions, but tonight she would be sharper and louder. She needed answers. Sitting in the silence of her house, she sank into her plush sofa and stared at the phone as though calling him might somehow clarify things. But deep down, she knew nothing could make this better. At last, she pushed send and contacted him. On the other end of the line, her hands trembled and her chest tightened with emotion. Ballistic's voice seemed distant, almost oblivious to the storm building within her. There was a long pause before he answered, but his words did little to calm the fury inside her. He tried to explain and apologize, but Joseline was beyond comprehension. "I should have known you were always playing games. And now this. A baby," she spat. She didn't let him say much before she erupted, her voice trembling with anger and hurt. "After everything we've been through and everything I've done for you." As the call ended, Joseline leaned back, feeling the weight of the world on her shoulders. The truth had been revealed, and nothing would ever be the same again. The woman who had once loved him fiercely now found herself confronting a painful reality. The relationship was over, but the damage would linger. "A whole new life," she hissed venomously. The betrayal wasn't just about a mistake. It was about trust being shattered and the future they had once dreamed of together crumbling before her eyes.
Often these things. She smells like mop water, and somebody needs to talk.
Us in on the Joseline situation. Okay, so I'm gonna fill you guys in on that, whether they like it or not, because I just think it's necessary. Y'all notice I didn't say too much, because you know when my money be on the line, I know how to hold water. Okay, when my money be on the line, I know that's when I know how to hold water. If you don't want me to tell your business, you need to give me a check and tell me, don't tell my business. Okay, so what had happened was I hit a soft spot unintentionally. I hit a soft spot because I thought she was adorable, you know, and just a ball of fun at the beginning. I didn't have nothing against her, hit a soft spot because she said something about the baddies, and they didn't put it in there because I guess that's what she wanted. But if she should have let the whole thing play out, and it made it look like I just came for her, but no, she got mad about the baddies or tried to put them down in some way. And it wasn't in there at all. I had so many people that was on set with me who said, "What happened to that part? That's the part that made y'all go left." And so yeah, she wasn't there. I see it. Take my out. But anyway, that's what happens when you got a little bit of stake in the company. That's okay. I respect that. No underarms thing. I just didn't do it. And I told her that. They ain't put that on there either. But that's just what it was. Her, that's her network. I get it. In a couple years after I've been there for a while, maybe we can play the real.
The drama-filled life of Joseline Hernandez and her fiancé, Ballistic Beats, also known as Robin and Dula, is becoming utterly chaotic. According to the most recent rumors, Ballistic supposedly abandoned Joseline and moved on with someone else. This might sound like a narrative twist, but it gets even juicier because Ballistic isn't hiding his reasons for the breakup. Rumor has it that he accused Joseline of being unclean and, to put it mildly, unsanitary. We're not sure if these accusations are true, but this isn't the first time Joseline's hygiene has made headlines. In fact, several people, including Carissa, have come forward in the past with similar claims. Getting dumped over something like this is undoubtedly a tough pill to swallow. The drama is intense, and you can bet we'll be watching to see how this story unfolds.
Last night stinks. She smells like mop water.
In April 2019, Joseline and Ballistic made their relationship Instagram official, and everything seemed picture perfect. Ballistic is a talented music producer, and in addition to making music together, Joseline and Ballistic took the world by storm on reality TV, appearing in shows like Love and Hip Hop, Miami, Marriage Boot Camp, and Joseline's Cabaret. By September of the same year, they were engaged, and in a heartfelt birthday post, she begged him to spend the rest of her natural life with her, promising loyalty, love, and everything in between. However, things have recently taken a turn for the worse. Now, Ballistic is allegedly moving on and airing Joseline's dirty laundry. Whether the hygiene accusations are true or not, the breakup has certainly drawn attention. Let's face it, Joseline may need to clean up both literally and figuratively. Additionally, if anyone thinks they can come for Joseline and get away with it, they're clearly mistaken. Everyone knows she doesn't play and is quick to throw hands if you so much as breathe incorrectly in her direction. Carissa really thought she could drag Joseline's hygiene through the mud and avoid the consequences. What's even more shocking is that Carissa isn't the first to spill the tea on Joseline's alleged issues. Despite all the drama, Joseline has faced armed police officers and lived to tell the story. Now that's the kind of energy we're here for. Don't get it twisted. I'm not saying Carissa was right for being messy, but maybe Joseline should consider finding solutions instead of throwing blows whenever someone mentions her scent problem. After all, when multiple people are saying the same thing, it's worth reflecting on. This whole saga escalated during Joseline's guest appearance on the Anti-Podcast, hosted by Tokyo Tony Tan just a few days ago. You could feel the tension building, and Carissa wasn't holding back. When she strutted in, her energy was thick enough to cut with a knife. She came in full force, calling Joseline a sour old lady and outright accusing her of jealousy. According to Carissa, while Joseline boasts about making millions for Z's network and turning young girls into stars, her personal life is a mess. But Joseline didn't stop there. She fired back, calling out Carissa's funky breath and her lack of fashion sense, roasting her like it was a family reunion. Carissa, to her credit, sat there and took it all on the chin like a pro.
We too grown for this. That way. Right, that's why boundaries is right. And that's what I'm saying. People need to learn how to respect each other. It's okay, y'all the aunties and the teens. You came out here respectable. I was expecting you to come out here like, oh, ready on. Go. I brought y'all flowers. Right. I brought you a gift, and then you got this crusty old lady the gifts I brought you. I came out here with flowers. I'm congratulating you. Thank you for having me. You know how much money I made Sue's network? Do you know I was outside of your daughter, I was the only other one.
Outside of me, she didn't do.
Girl.
But go ahead.
And your show, obviously.
Yeah.
Like, come on, like she can't talk to me like that.
And we respect
and this is the thing. And this is the thing. I've done a lot in the industry. We ain't never heard of her doing nothing. She's sitting up here she's sitting up here jealous of a younger. I'm 20 years your junior. Relax.
30.
Relax. Why you doing all of that? Sip the tea and keep it cute. Because one thing about me, I'm respectful. I give young ladies opportunities. I didn't have nobody to telling me how to do, what to do. I put my ladies to work. They go on a successful tour. My bitch is going on a successful tour every season after the film. Because this is every successful. We got packed shows. They're sitting up here talking to a queen. You is a peasant to me. Why you like the speck in the air to me? Why did you eat my face, talking in my face with your stinking breath? Your breath smell like you. Go brush your teeth and your tongue.
Damn.
And you sitting up here looking raggedy. Why y'all let this nasty sit up here with the outfit on? Y'all look good. Y'all got stylists, and y'all let y'all friends sit up here looking like
stylist. I style myself.
Right.
As a friend.
Well,
I
I
don't
tell
need
you
a
what.
stylist.
If you are going to,
But I did get her outfit before.
Well, if you do want people to come here and have a good time, she needs to understand that it's boundaries to be set. You cannot just have a fun time. This is tea. You sitting up here trying to stab me with a knife.
It was undoubtedly an embarrassing moment for Carissa, but she wasn't about to let Joseline have the last word. A few days after that infamous interview went viral, Carissa went live, and wow, she had a lot to say. Though she lacked the courage to confront Joseline in person during the interview, she found her voice behind the screen, claiming that Joseline had a quirky coupe and leaking details about how she allegedly forced the filmmakers to delete certain scenes. Carissa let it all hang out. Carissa also claimed that when Joseline first strutted into the room, a funky aroma filled the air. At first, everyone assumed it was one of the cameramen who simply didn't know what soap was, but after a moment, it became clear that the scent was allegedly coming straight from Joseline's private area. The shade was real, and you know this saga isn't over yet. So grab some popcorn, because this drama is only heating up. Carissa clearly intended to make it seem like her remarks were spontaneous, but this showdown is anything but accidental.
Seeing on the Joseline situation. Okay, so I'm gonna fill you guys in on that, whether they like it or not, because I just think it's necessary. Y'all notice I didn't say too much, but you know, when my money be on the line, I know how to hold water. Okay, when my money be on the line, I know that's when I know how to hold water. If you don't want me to tell your business, you need to give me a check and tell me, don't tell my business. Okay, so what had happened was I hit a soft spot. Unintentionally, I hit a soft spot because I thought she was adorable, you know, and just a ball of fun at the beginning. I didn't have nothing against her, but if you pay attention, she was throwing like little subliminals. I don't like people to do me too much like that. I don't know how to be quiet and be like, I don't know how to do the fake. What is you talking about? Get to the point. So she didn't like that I hit a soft spot because she said something about the baddies, and they didn't put it in there because I guess that's what she wanted. But if she should have let the whole thing play out, and it made it look like I just came for her, but no, she got mad about the baddies or tried to put them down in some way, and it wasn't in there at all. I had so many people that was on set with me who said, "What happened to that part? That's the part that made y'all go left." And so yeah, she must have said, "I see it. Take my out." But anyway, that's what happened when you got a little bit of stake in the company. That's okay. I respect that. Your underarms stink. I just think your ass stink, and I told her that, but they ain't put that on there either. But that's just what it was. Her, that's her network. I get it. In a couple years after I've been there for a while, maybe we could play the real shit. I said, my Lord, ain't nobody this damn fine smell this funky. I had to myself like, oh, come on, baby. It's a whole lot of mans in here. Everybody think it's looking at each other. It's her ass. Tia smelled. We all smelled her. We thought it was Tokyo, but it was Tia. The Tokyo don't look like she goes to the dentist, not never ever, okay? I don't nobody said that must never been to the dentist. I bet you if we ask her dentist, she gonna tell you right now, Allah, it ain't no dentist available. Girl, yeah, Jocelyn gonna try to say my breath stink, knowing that was her mother underarm, and if your underarm stink, what is it?
Naturally, this sparked a firestorm on the streets, as people said that Carissa should have maintained the same enthusiasm while sitting across from Joseline rather than waiting to go viral online. One person politely commented, "If you've ever been around Joseline, you know this, but it's not tea because Joseline will tell you that she doesn't wear deodorant for environmental reasons. So thinking you embarrassed her is pointless. She already knows." While another person added, "Now that I've heard about this, alongside Carissa, I watched the show's replay. However, this drama train wasn't going to stop anytime soon." People quickly reminded everyone that this wasn't the first time Joseline had been accused of having a slightly strange odor, and they began dragging her once again. They suggested that instead of continuing with the drama, Joseline might want to consider some personal care tips. Carissa couldn't leave the funk issue alone, so she went all out and slid into the comments, blaming Joseline for having a BBL on top of everything else. "Girl, haven't you had enough?" she said. Carissa pointed out that people are getting these BBLs and forgetting they hold fump the first time, emphasizing the drama and trying to milk every last bit of messiness out of the entire situation. Alleged hygienic problems with Joseline hit the streets back in 2017 when she and K. Michelle were at odds. Joseline chose to get personal while in her petty bag, bringing up the awkward incident in which rapper Uncle Murda claimed that K. Michelle was dealing with a stank situation. Joseline even went into great detail about home remedies and dur AR, likely referring to a product or slang for a remedy that K. Michelle could take to deal with the issue.
You ever heard of that? You ever heard of this right here? Right here? That's what you did right there. Just that. And we resource in 28 days. You can get that. I'm about to do it right now.